I hooked the slip knot onto the first needle. I've got 2 needles out. I wrap around the second needle and lay it over the first one. Then I'll hang my weights on that bar that's created. Now I'm going to knit the first stitch. Now this is going to be a 3-strand I-cord. So I'm taking my yarn, going up underneath it and up over, and laying the yarn in the second needle. Push the needle forward to clear the stitch that's on the needle and pulling it back. Now the weight's going to keep it down. Go under the needle and I knit the stitch. Now I want it, normally you'd go back like that one, but that's not how I'm choosing to do it. I go underneath the needles, bring my yarn up over the top of the 3, knit first, second, and third. Bring out the 3, under the 3, over the 3. Knit 1, 2, 3. Pull out the needle, lay it across. 1, 2, 3. And you just, and the length I'm going to make this, I want it at least twice the length of my hood. But that is, so it'll go up and down and then one more length. So that is, oops, that is approximately, that's 8, that's 16, 30, about 32 inches. Now remember, I've got my yarn fed through the hat. I chose to do it this way because it'll be easier for me to pull it through. So I pull out a length, set the sweater aside, and continue on my way. Okay, I gotta knit that last one. Up under and over, and knit the 3. Under and over, knit the 3. And you just do this. Now I'm holding them together with my thumb, as you can see, holding them at a slight angle, so it knits the first one, second, and then the third. You could do it one at a time if you want. It's whichever way you're most comfortable with, because, like I keep telling you, it's your sweater. Now if you want to make this sweater, you want to do it again, you could do cables up the front on the side. You just have to decide where you want them. And if I added 2 2x2 cables, I would probably add 2 stitches in the center. Not where the sleeves are, but where the neck sets. Okay, and when it gets taut, just pull out some more thread. Now I'm going to make it from the bed, from the needle bed to the floor is about 32 inches. So that's about how long, when it hits the, when my weight hits the floor, that's when I'll stop. Now if you happen to have an what is it, a cording machine I think they call, you can make it with that if you choose. I don't have that, I have this. And this, once I get this done, because I've already tucked in my sew at my ends, which if you haven't done that, you might want to do that. And my sweater is done. You can do it in any stitch you'd like. Just remember to do a swatch so you can see if you have to add any stitches. And if I find, see, I did not make sure that the middle one was stitched, so I stop, hold the yarn, and then knit them back out. You always got to watch what you're doing And it is a little easier if you have your needles at a slight angle, keeping the other ones out of the way. Okay, see how it's getting taut? And I have not reached the floor yet. So I bring the sweater back. Like I said, the reason I did this is so that when I'm done and I want to pull it and I gotta feed it through, I'm thinking it's going to be a lot easier. Okay, my thread's tangled down here, so give me a second. Here we go. And this is the finishing up of the little baby sweater, newborn. Now I'm going to do some practice squares because I'm going to be making myself a sweater out of some real pretty purple. I have not decided what stitch I want to use. I do know it's going to be the same type of sweater that we've just made with the raglan sleeves. Knowing it's not going to have a hood. Haven't quite decided what collar yet. I'm thinking about a flat collar, or you know, when we made the neckline. I'm thinking about doing it. Okay, need some more yarn. Now, if you would like this on DVD, just go to my blog. And I'll include it. I'll print it up and leave it on there for a little bit so you can get it. So unfortunately, I don't remember the words. But I believe it's the Bondaholic. Which I'm sure you'll be able to find it if you did a little bit of a search. But I'll try to include a link if I can. Okay, the weight just hit the bottom, but that does not look long enough. So we have 12, oh, it's 24 inches. I'm going to make it a little bit longer. The nice part, if I find out it's too long, before I seal one end, I can always take it apart. Just have to be careful I don't take it too much apart. Okay, now when you get to the end, which I'm going to have this the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this stitch, the first stitch, let it focus, to the middle, the last stitch, I want you to see what I'm doing, to the center. So you're putting all three stitches on one needle. And then you're ending it. Now I'm not going to cut it, okay? What I am going to do, pull my end, put it through the loop, and then pull it. That way I can take that off if I need to. Now, what I'm going to do, hopefully this will work. Let's back up so you can see what I'm doing. Wrong direction, sorry. Hang on. There we go. Now I'm going to pull this end. Pulling the wrong end? Yeah. Pull this end. The end closest to your ball of yarn. Alright, so now it hit. So now I'm going to hold this tight with that kind of a gathered and just feed it through. Oh good, it is going to work. Love when a plan comes together. And just pull that through. And even it up. So I'm just evening up the, and there's my little hoodie. And that's enough to tie it. You don't want it too much because you don't want it to totally annoy the baby. Okay, now what you'll do to end it, find my scissors. I'm always losing my scissors, so I put it to a string and then clipped it on the end of my bed. You want about a fistful. Want your yarn needle. Come on in and take a peek. Now what I'm doing, I'm weaving it up into the center of my cord. Now if you wanted to purchase a cord like from a fabric store or something, you could. Just pull that up and snip it. I'm running out of time. Thread your needle. Thread it up. Grab your scissors. Okay, and little sweater is finished. Okay, come on. There's a little sweater with the homemade buttons. Well, thank you for watching. Shoot me a line. Let me know what you'd like to make next.